Houston, what was the best part of your senior day experience at LaVell Edwards Stadium and that win on Saturday?
Well, one is a win. Two, kind of being in there for LaVell Edwards Stadium for the last time, of my career. And then three, getting on the field and, I loved helping Terrence get his first touchdown. So that was one of my favorite moments.
Walk us through that play where you're out as the lead blocker on that late end around that puts BYU over 50 points for the game and into the end zone once again.
Yeah. So in that play, me and Carter, our goals is kind of help seal that edge. So Carter gets his man first. And as I'm going up, I'm kind of peeking between two guys. I'm taking the most dangerous. And so, you kind of see me scanning, seeing who's going to be the fastest one there. So the one over the top seemed like a more dangerous threat. So I decided just to throw my body, get him out the way, knowing that Terrence is way more athletic than I am. So I know he's going to score. I just got to get the body out the way. So
you take some of the credit, right?
Again, I think he's a lot more athletic than I am. I was just a body get in the way. I was just throwing myself over there.
Great stuff. What's going through your mind when you're out leading in front of the play like that? How much of it is analytical and how much of it is just physical aggression?
It's like we call it pre-snap and post-snap. It's what do you see before the play, and then as soon as the play snaps and you're on your route, on your your line of demarcation on your line to play. And yeah, so it's more like, okay, where is he before? Where is he after? And then once you know where he is after, it's all about, all right, how physically, how can I impose myself on this guy as I'm playing?
Really fun play to watch develop and end up with another BYU touchdown. Houston Heimuli is on BYU Sports Nation one-on-one. How would you sum up your season at BYU in 2022?
No, it's been amazing. It's been for me, coming home is always a great feeling. And so, all I have to say is amazing. No matter what the result was, what it is, it's been amazing.
You've taken on a leadership role and wear a number of hats for this team. How would you define your role on this BYU team?
That's a good question. My role, I think, was I think my role is kind of just do whatever it takes to help the team, no matter what it was. I can't put myself in a box saying I'm only this. My goal this year was to help as much as I could in whatever areas, whether that be special teams, being the hype man, and then whenever coach need to be out there. So I think my role was just to be very supportive and be someone to lean on for the team.
You're such a competitor and clearly a guy who carries a super positive attitude, and it can be frustrating when you're not on the field as much as maybe you would want to be. So what's the key to maintaining the proper perspective as you go through natural ups and downs and wanting to compete more?
Yeah. One thing you got to perspective is that nothing's permanent. You can't hold yourself in thinking that because of one day something's bad or one season something's terrible, that's how life's going to be, how it's going to be. Otherwise, you're not going to perform well no matter what you do. And then that, what happens in the moment happens in the moment. Once it's done, you got to move on. That's always an attitude I take when it comes to sports, school, life. Everything's moving and you got to keep going.
Fantastic perspective. Life lessons with Houston Heimuli here, and I'm here for it. What are your emotions? Yeah, absolutely. What are your emotions like as you prepare for Stanford, your former team, and Stanford week in Palo Alto?
Mm-hmm. This is going to be a word I've overkilled in every interview I think I've done before. Surreal. At this point, it's going to be interesting for me to see what it's like being on the other side of the locker rooms, the other side of the campus. It's something I'm excited for, something that I'm looking forward to, and seeing my old teammates, seeing my old friends, then competing against them and then beating the card.
How much trash talk has taken place and will continue to take place between you and former teammates at Stanford leading up to game time?
I'm going to be honest, I'm not a big trash talker before games, but when you get in games, things always fly. And I won't say what flies, but for the games, I just like to say, hey, man, just watch out for me on the field. What's on the field is on the field. but there will be, there's always exchanges.
I'm officially requesting a Houston Heimuli goal line touchdown play if BYU gets into that goal line situation. Are you okay with that?
Oh, I'm 100% okay with that. So if you're the one requesting, oh yeah, of course. Now, if Howard requested it, that might be iffy, but
okay. Hey, the request is in. The request is in. It's official now. It's going to air on live television. I'll make it heard.
Right.
I'm hosting the Satake show on Tuesday night, so maybe we can make something happen there too.
Maybe send an email, CC some people, whatever you need to do.
Fantastic stuff. All joking aside, you clearly carry yourself very well and are an inspiration to a lot of your teammates. What is BYU playing for at this point? You've secured bowl eligibility. You're 6-5. Of course, you want to beat Stanford, but what's the goal at hand for BYU the remainder of the season?
Yeah. I think the big thing at BYU is, we're always out to prove that we can always compete with teams. And every team that we play, especially a Power 5 team, is a chance to show that BYU is able to compete with teams. Now, Stanford, of course, doesn't have the best record. They're not what we used to be in the past, but Stanford, is still a good team. And us going down to Palo Alto in enemy territory, being a Power 5 team, Pac-12, shows that, this program has guts and that we are willing to keep fighting, no matter what our circumstance was or is. So it is present.
So I'm hearing several different options for a bowl game destination, most notably somewhere in Texas, Frisco, Dallas area, maybe Albuquerque in the New Mexico Bowl. Do you have any preference in a destination when it comes to a bowl game?
Personally, no. I'm just excited to play wherever because there's one more game with the boys. Wherever there's a game, I'll be willing to play as long as it's not freezing. Which now we're going to go to a bowl that's freezing. But
okay,
I just changed this.
Rule out Boise for the Potato Bowl. Not sure what Albuquerque is like. Maybe for your sake, I'll hope that BYU is somewhere in Texas or certainly somewhere close to some water where it is a little bit warmer.
I hope so.
What does a bowl game do for a team? We hear a lot about the 3 additional weeks of practice. What else does it do for a team?
Mm-hmm. Bowl games are one of those things that every team wants to have because you've earned a right to play another couple weeks with your boys. It's full out players like myself. This is it. This is the last season I can even play college football. But knowing I have a couple more weeks makes me happy, man. It makes me excited. I get to be around this locker room for another couple weeks or so. And that's one of the best things anyone could have.
Fantastic stuff. Houston, I know that you will be helping the defense scheme for Stanford's offense, and you'll help the offense scheme for Stanford's defense. Let's give you some karma as you begin those meetings. I know you got to run to one of those meetings, but take the BYU Sports Station karma and run. Good luck against your former teammates in Palo Alto, man.
Hey, appreciate you. I'll take that karma.